Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a truly exciting and important update for all SRD grant recipients. If you or someone you know depends on the SASSA SRD grant, then you absolutely need to hear what I'm about to share. SASSA has officially confirmed that the May SRD grant payments are being processed right now, this very week, and the process is bigger and faster than ever before. If you are eligible and your application is in good standing, your money could be landing in your account any day now. But there's a lot more you need to know to make sure everything goes smoothly, and that's exactly what we're diving into in today's video. The SASSA Social Relief of Distress Grant, better known simply as the SRD Grant, has been a crucial financial lifeline for millions of South Africans. Originally introduced as a temporary measure to help people weather the economic devastation of the COVID-19 pandemic, the SRD grant has since evolved into an essential monthly support for countless households. In May, SASSA is not only rolling out payments for current applicants, but they're also clearing a significant backlog of pending and delayed payments from previous months. This makes the May payout process one of the largest and most important periods of the entire year. So what does this mean for you? It means that if your application was approved, or if you were waiting on a pending status to be cleared, your payment could already be on its way. SASSA began processing payments at the start of this week and will continue throughout the week, ensuring that funds reach recipients in batches. This strategy is aimed at avoiding system overloads and banking delays, but it also means you need to stay alert and keep a close eye on your banking app or SMS notifications over the next few days. When can you expect your money to reflect in your account? Well, according to SASSA's announcement, once your payment is released, it usually takes between 1 to 3 working days for it to reflect, depending on your bank. Some recipients might see the funds within 24 hours, while others might need to wait until later in the week. If your status on the SRD portal shows as approved with a payment date, that's a strong sign that the money is being processed and will be available soon. However, there are some important things you must check to ensure that there are no unnecessary delays. The first and most critical factor is making sure that your banking details are up to date and accurately recorded. One of the biggest reasons for payment delays is incorrect or mismatched banking information. If your bank account name doesn't match your ID, or if your account has been closed or frozen, SASSA's system will flag it, and your payment will bounce back. It is absolutely crucial to double-check your banking details on the SRD website and make sure everything is still valid and active. Another vital point to remember is that your bank account must be active and capable of receiving deposits. If your account has been dormant for a long period, it might be restricted by your bank's internal policies, causing your payment to be rejected. A simple call or visit to your bank can confirm if your account is active and ready to receive payments. Making sure of this small detail can save you weeks of frustration. Checking your SRD status regularly is also important. You can do this easily by visiting the SRD website and entering your ID number and the cell phone number you used when applying. If your status says pending, it means your application is still being verified. If it says approved, you're good to go. If it says paid, but you haven't received the money yet, it's likely in the process of being deposited. However, if your status says bank details pending or reapplication required, you must act immediately to resolve the issue. Do not wait for SASSA to call you because they might not. Being proactive is the best way to ensure you receive your grant without unnecessary delays. Now, for those who opted for cash send or post bank as their payment method, there's also good news. SASSA has confirmed that cash send payments are being processed simultaneously with direct bank payments. However, cash send recipients need to be extra cautious because if you have changed your mobile number or lost access to your registered number, you will not be able to receive the SMS code required to withdraw your funds. Make sure the cell phone number you have registered with SASSA is still active and accessible. If you've changed numbers, update your details with SASSA immediately to avoid payment complications. Post-bank recipients, on the other hand, will receive their payment notifications via SMS as well and will be able to collect their funds at participating retailers or post offices. It's important to wait for the SMS confirmation before attempting to collect your payment to avoid wasting time and transport costs. Another exciting development this month is that SASSA is actively working through the backlog of previous unpaid months. If you had a pending payment from March or April, it might be combined with your May payment. Some recipients could find that they received 2 or even 3 months' worth of payments all at once. This is fantastic news for those who have been waiting patiently and can now use the extra funds to cover accumulated expenses. However, it's very important to manage this money wisely. Remember that the SRD grant is meant to cover basic living expenses. Before making any non-essential purchases, prioritize your food, rent, electricity, transport, and medical needs. One thing that cannot be stressed enough is the importance of protecting yourself from scams. Unfortunately, every time there is a big payment rollout, scammers become very active. They create fake websites, send fraudulent SMS messages, and pretend to be SASSA officials asking for your banking details or PIN. Remember, SASSA will never ask you for your PIN or password over the phone or online. They also will not charge you a fee to process your payment. Always use the official SASSA website and helpline numbers if you need to update any of your information. Looking ahead, there is a lot of conversation about the future of the SRD grant itself. The government has acknowledged that the need for this kind of social relief support is not going away anytime soon. Discussions are underway about whether the SRD grant will be extended permanently or transformed into a more permanent form of basic income support. For now, the SRD remains a month-to-month benefit, which means recipients must stay vigilant about checking their statuses and updating their details as required. Another critical aspect of maintaining your eligibility is responding promptly if SASSA asks you to reapply or reconfirm your circumstances. Sometimes, SASSA conducts random reviews to ensure that grant recipients are still eligible. If you've started earning above the means test threshold, or if you've been approved for UIF or another grant, you could lose your SRD eligibility. But if your situation hasn't changed and you are still struggling financially, it's important to submit any required documents or confirmations quickly. Ignoring a request for reapplication could mean losing your grant, even if you're still eligible. Let's also clear up a common point of confusion. Some people think that once their payment is approved, it will instantly appear in their bank account. That's not the case. Approved simply means that SASSA has authorized your payment. From there, it still takes time for the banking systems to complete the transfer. This can take up to 3 working days depending on your bank's processing speed. So don't panic if you see an approval today and the money doesn't appear instantly, it is on its way. Meanwhile, if more than a full week passes after your approval without receiving the money, you should take action. Contact the SASSA call center, lodge an inquiry, or visit your nearest SASSA office. Sometimes small errors can cause a payment to get stuck, and a quick call or visit can resolve the issue. Now, before we wrap up, I want to remind everyone that staying informed is your biggest advantage. Too many people lose out on critical grants simply because they miss a status update or ignore a message asking for updated details. Make it a habit to log into the SRD portal once a week to check your status. It takes just a few minutes, and it can save you days, even weeks, of stress down the road. This May payment cycle is one of the smoothest and largest we've seen in recent months, thanks to system upgrades and improved processing techniques. But nothing is guaranteed if you don't stay on top of your own information. Double-check your bank details, keep your cell phone number active, respond to reapplication requests, and above all, be wary of anyone asking for your private banking information. To sum it all up, SASSA SRD grant payments for May are being processed right now, this week. If everything is in order with your application, your payment could land in your account in the next few days. Outstanding payments from earlier months may also be included in a bundled payment. Cash send and post bank users need to ensure their cell phone numbers are up to date to receive their SMS notifications. Stay vigilant against scams and protect your personal information at all times. If you found this information helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more important updates. Also, please share this video with friends, family, and community members who may be relying on the SRD grant. Together, we can make sure no one is left in the dark during this critical payment period. And I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below letting me know if you've received your May SRD payment yet or if you're still waiting. Your experience could help others know what to expect. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you again very soon with more important updates.